And next up is me, so here's me. Hi. I'm going to be doing a poem by my personal favorite beat poet. Don't let that fool you, I know nothing about beat poetry or beat poets. I just like Allen Ginsberg.
Yeah.
I lost my page, hold on. And my personal favorite poem by him is one called America. America. America, I've given you all, and now I'm nothing. American $2.27, January 17th, 1956. I can't stand my own mind. America, when will we end the human war? Go fuck yourself with your atom bomb. I don't feel good, don't bother me. I won't write my poem till I'm in my right mind. America, when will you be angelic? When will you take off your clothes? When will you look at yourself through the grave? When will you be worthy of your million Trotskyites? America, why are your libraries full of tears? America, when will you send your eggs to India? I'm sick of your insane demands. When can I go into the supermarket and buy what I need with my good looks? America, after all, it is you and I who are perfect, not the next world. Your machinery is too much for me. You made me want to be a saint. There must be some other way to settle this argument. Roses in Tangiers, I don't think it'll come back. It's sinister. Are you being sinister, or is this some form of practical joke? I'm trying to come to the point. I refuse to give up my obsession. America, stop pushing me. I know what I'm doing. America, the plum blossoms are falling. I haven't read the newspapers for months. Every day someone goes on trial for murder. America, I feel sentimental about the Wobblies. America, I used to be a communist when I was a kid. I'm not sorry. I smoke marijuana every chance I get. I sit in my house for days on end and stare at the roses in the closet. When I go to Chinatown, I get drunk and never get laid. My mind is made up, there's going to be trouble. You should have seen me reading Marx. My psychoanalyst thinks I'm perfectly right. I won't say the Lord's Prayer. I have mystical visions and cosmic vibrations. America, I still haven't told you what you did to Uncle Max after he came over from Russia. I'm addressing you. Are you going to let your emotional life be run by Time magazine? I'm obsessed by Time magazine. I read it every week. Its cover stares at me every time I slink past the corner candy store. I read it in the basement of the Berkeley Public Library. It's always telling me about responsibility. Businessmen are serious. Movie producers are serious. Everybody's serious but me. It occurs to me that I am America. I am talking to myself again. Asia is rising against me. I haven't got a Chinaman's chance. I better consider my national resources. My national resources consist of 2 joints of marijuana, millions of genitals, an unpublished private literature that jet planes at 1400 mph, and 25,000 mental institutions. I say nothing about my prisons, nor the millions of underprivileged who live in my flower pots under the light of 500 suns. I have abolished the whorehouses in France. Tangiers is the next to go. My ambition is to be president, despite the fact that I'm a Catholic. America, how can I write my holy litany while in your silly mood? I will continue, like Henry Ford. My strokes are as individuals as automobiles. More so, they're all different sexes. America, I will sell you strokes at $2,500 a piece, 500 down on your old stroke. America freed Tom Mooney. America saved Spanish loyalists. America, Sacco and Vanzetti must not die. America, I am the Scottsboro Boys. America, when I was 7, Mama took me to communist cell meetings. They sold us garbanzos, a handful per ticket. A ticket cost a nickel and the speeches were free, and everybody was so angelic and sentimental about the workers. It was also sincere. You have no idea what a good thing the party was, and in 1935, Scott Nearing was a grand old man, a real mensch. Mother Bloor and the Silk Strikers, Igor Weiblich made me cry once I saw the Yiddish orator Ezra enter plane. Everybody must have been a spy. America, you don't really want to go to war. America, it's them bad Russians. Them Russians, and them Chinamen, and them Russians. The Russia wants to eat us alive. The Russia's gone power mad. She wants to take our cars out of garages. She wants to grab Chicago. Her needs read Reader's Digests. Or her wants our auto plants in Siberia. Him, big bureaucracy running our filling stations. Not no good. Ugh. Him, make Indian learn read. Him, big black niggers. Ah! Or make us work 16 hours a day. Help! America, this is quite serious. America, this is the impression I get from looking at a television set. America, is this correct? I better get right down to the job. It's true I don't want to join the army or turn lathes and precision parts factories. I'm nearsighted and psychopathic anyways. America, I'm putting my queer shoulder to the wheel. And next up is Reese.
Alright, I'm reading a couple of poems by Diane de Prima, who's also a beat poet, so we're staying in that era for a while. The first is called Poem in Praise of My Husband. I suppose it hasn't been easy living with me either, with my peaks and ups and downs, my need for privacy, Leo pride, and weeping in bed while you're trying to sleep. And you, interrupting me in the middle of 1,000 poems, did I call the insurance people? The time you stopped a poem in the middle of our drive over the Nebraska hills and into Colorado, Odetta singing, the whole world singing in me, the triumph of our revolution in the air, me about to get that down, and you saying something about the carburetor, so that it all went away. But we cling to each other, as if each thought the other was the raft, and he adrift alone. As in this mud house, not big enough, the walls dusting down around us, a fine dust rain, counteracting the good, high air and stuffing our nostrils. We hang our pictures of the several worlds, New York collage and San Francisco posters, set out our Japanese dishes, Chinese knives, hammer small Indian marriage cloths into the adobe. We stumble through silence into each other's gut, blundering through from one wrong place to the next, like kids who snuck out to play on a boat at night, and the boat slipped from its moorings, and they look at the stars, about which they know nothing, to find out where they are going. And the second is called The Quarrel. You know, I said to Mark, that I'm furious at you. No, he said, are you bugged? He was drawing Brad, who was asleep on the bed. Yes, I said, I'm pretty goddamn bugged. I sat down by the fire and stuck my feet out to warm them up. Jesus, I thought, you think it's so easy. There you sit, innocence personified. I didn't say anything else to him. You know, I thought, I've got work to do too sometimes. In fact, I probably have just as fucking much work to do as you do. A piece of wood fell out of the fire and I poked it back in with my toe. I am sick, I said to the woodpile, of doing dishes. I am just as lazy as you, maybe lazier. The toe of my shoe was scorched from the fire and I rubbed it where the suede was gone. Just because I happened to be a chick, I thought. Mark finished one drawing and looked at it. Then he put it down and started another one. It's damned arrogant of you, I thought, to assume that only you have things to do, especially tonight. And what a goddamn concession it was for me to bother to tell you that I was bugged at all, I said to the back of his neck. I didn't say it out loud. I got up and went into the kitchen to do the dishes. And shit, I thought, I probably won't bother again, but I'll get bugged and not bother to tell you, and after a while everything will be awful and never say anything because it's so fucking uncool to talk about it. And that, I thought, will be that, and what a shame. Hey, hon, Mark yelled at me from the living room. It says here Picasso produces 14 hours a day.